ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Benchwarmers Coaches Show. I'm Barry Henderson, the Assistant Athletic Director at Eastern Oregon University, and I'm joined once again by Head Coach Tim Camp from Mountaineer Football. Coach, welcome once again.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Coach, you got the regular season finale and home finale this weekend against Rocky Mountain College. What do the Battling Bears have coming into town?
Well, the Battling Bears have everything that we have. You know, this is a battle for second place. It's a battle for a winning season, and Casey Peters and the offense that they have is it's going to be a difficult one to stop. You know, we'll have our hands full on Saturday. There's no doubt.
Yeah, talk about these two offenses about to play. Earlier season match, it was 55-45 final score. And last 5 games, I think it's been a combined 487 points of offense.
It's unbelievable. You know, when these two teams get together, it's great for the fans. It's not so great for the coaches on the defensive side of the ball.
Casey Peters, dynamic quarterback. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. What makes him so difficult to guard?
Well, I think this year's a little bit different because they are running him. You know, in the past, you know, he'd be able to scramble around a little bit and make some plays. But there's actually some redesigned run plays for the quarterback that we've been seeing all year long, and he's been taking advantage of them. You know, it's just not Casey Peters standing back there throwing. Now you got to defend against the run as well. So you know, he's an unbelievable player. You know, for this level, and I think that he's helped that football program. You know, and Coach Armstrong's done a nice job up there of getting these guys believing. They're on a 4-game win streak. You know, and they're going to be coming in here with a lot of confidence. This is the first time in a long time that they're up for a winning season. So they'll come into LeGrand, on a high note, obviously.
Yeah, you know, Casey Peters, we talk a lot about him, but I think it's the targets that he throws to which makes him a lot better as well. If you look at their 2 deep, they only have a tight end and 4 wide receivers.
No, it's spread out and a lot more no back this year than anything, you know, and just being empty. And, you know, their running backs, you know, when they get the ball, they're productive, you know. But at the same time, the thing that we got to do, we got to make him throw the ball, and we got to collapse the pocket. And, you know, it's so hard in their scheme to get to him. You know, it's a 3-step quick game out of the gun the majority of the time, so it's difficult. So you got to play some coverage behind it. You got to confuse him a little bit, and but you know, over the course of the last 4 years, he doesn't get confused very much. He hits his targets when he wants to.
Now, Saturday, Coach, you're going to honor 10 seniors who have been great additions to your football program. Talk about those guys.
Yeah, this is a great day for this football program because, you know, when we first started here, there wasn't a big tradition here, and, you know, we haven't arrived by any means, but at the same time, you know, I think we value our seniors. We value what they've done for our football program, and, you know, all this week we got senior events lined up for them. Last night we did something that was pretty cool, and you guys will get a chance to see that on Saturday after the game. But you know, each day this week, we got a lot of things planned for those guys, and it's just a little bit that we can give back to them for all the efforts that they've had to help change this football program and being a part of something special. You know that I always tell them that when you're 45, 50 years old, you'll be thinking back about, hey, what did I do senior week? You know, so it's going to be an emotional day, but at the same time, you know, they got offensively, they got about 90 more plays. You know, defensively, hopefully they got about 65 plays. You know, and to play out on Saturday, and you know, we've had a really good year. You know, it's not what we expect our standard to be. So we're working on that. But the one thing that we're going to focus on this week is to make sure that we send these seniors out as winners. You know, and do it the right way, and so they can feel good about themselves and what they've helped to build a foundation that we're gonna continue onward for a long time here at Eastern with successful football program.
Coach, we'll wrap it up today with something pretty cool you're doing after the game on Saturday, and you do it each year. And fans have one more day to register for this, so if they see this, they might want to get involved. You know, talk a little bit about that dinner and banquet after the game on Saturday.
Well, the thing that we started 3 years ago, you know, is a chance to get our football program together with family and friends, and just be able to honor the players, you know, the seniors, one more time together as a group, and then a chance to hand out some awards. We've broken a lot of records here at Eastern Oregon University over the course of the last 3 years, and sometimes I think that it's always a good way to end the season, but also a good way to start the next season, because right after we honor those seniors and we talk about a program, the overview of what we need to do and how we're going to go about doing it and having a plan, we go right back to work with the underclassmen. We'll have a team meeting that night at 10 p.m. To start on for next season, and I think it's very important that everybody understands the direction of the football program immediately after the senior banquet, and if not, then they can't be a part of what we're doing. So one team going in the same direction, all the time, not just when they feel like it.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it as always, and maybe next week we'll talk a little bit about a season recap with you next week. But it's been great to have you, and I appreciate you coming by. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
We'll have Coach Angie Weisfeld come up next, women's head basketball coach at Eastern Oregon University. And Mountaineer football this Saturday at noon going against Rocky Mountain College. Senior Day, come on out to Community Stadium. Again, that is a noon kickoff. Coach Weisfeld, you had a little bit of time off, played that non-counting contest on Sunday against Yakima Valley. Talk a little bit about that exhibition match you had.
I thought it was a good test for us. I think it came at a good time. You're right. Instead of playing some games, I think we could concentrate on some other things. But Yakima was very talented, very, very, very athletic, ran the ball well, could get up and down the floor, jump well. So it gave us a test against some things that we haven't seen yet. And it was a good test because we're getting ready to go play University of Idaho. So they applied a lot of pressure, and we didn't handle that pressure. I'd be lying to say I wasn't a little disappointed that we didn't do better against the pressure. But there was some really good things, and there were some things that really was exposed that we need to work on. But I think that's what a scrimmage is kind of about.
Yeah, I think that you ladies got to see what it's like to play against some height, and because Yakima Valley had some size on them.
They did, and they not only had the size, but they had the athletic ability to go with their size. We played against size, but I don't know if we have played against such great athletes with that size. 15, a young lady from Las Vegas, and I'm pretty sure you probably remember, she could flat out jump out of the gym. So, again, it was a good test to see what our blockouts were like against size and what our speed was and how we matched up. And I was disappointed on some aspects, and I was real pleased on others. So.
Well, you're obviously going to see some size with great athletic ability against NCAA Division I opponent, University of Idaho, on Saturday. And talk a little bit about what you've seen that the Vandals have this year.
Well, they've only played one exhibition game, and it was against LC State. And LC State, I'd watched prior. They played NNU the weekend before, so I watched that game. LC State is a really, really good team this year. They're going to be one of the top 10 teams in the country at that level. And so University of Idaho beat them by about 15. With a lot of the same kind of things that Yakima put pressure on us, University of Idaho is going to do to us. They're just going to be they're going to be as big as Yakima, but they're going to be stronger and quicker. So, we've got our work cut out for us. They returned 4 of their 5 starters from last year. They play again 3 junior college transfers with those to play about 8 kids. But they can shoot it. They can defend it. They play a lot of 2-3 zone. Just little things that we know about them. But one of the things we're going to go in, we're really going to have to take care of the ball. For us to have a chance and to feel good about anything that we do that night, it's going to be about valuing the ball.